People to be here. I'll be on your.
Good evening, everyone. How are you? Frankmeister? Randy?
I'm here.
We're
Nice
all
to see everyone.
Yep.
3 nights in a row, guys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Nights, mornings.
Right?
Oh, yeah.
Girl goes shopping and comes back and she's on a live. And this morning I wake up and we're on Curly JK's show. And I'm like, wow, love this.
Yeah.
So definitely want to throw a shout out to Curly JK for having us on this morning. We loved being there and chatting with you.
Hey, Jill. Hey, JK. Hey, Sean. Hi, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
On the clocks. Yep.
This is the real Delphi team. Ooh, thank you so much for that comment. Hello, Frank, Marvelous, and Randy. Hello, Jill.
Hi, Diane. Hi, Curly. Hi, Tanina.
Around the clock for us, yes.
Belgium. You're at 3 a.m. in Belgium? Oh, cool.
Hey, Faye.
Wow, 3 a.m. Did you sleep at all?
Probably not after everything that they've seen. They're like, man, we got to keep up with this.
Hello, Colette. How are you?
Hi, Colette.
Hey, Colette. Oh, wow.
Hey, Jay. Or John. Is that Jan or John? I can't see it. I don't have my glasses on.
I thought you were going to wear your glasses.
I was going to, but I said, the hell with it.
Good evening, August. Hello, Jan. So if I missed anybody, I'm so sorry.
August, how you doing?
Hello, Judy.
Oh, here we go. Riggedy Susan, hello. Thank you for joining us.
Hey, Sean.
Sean, I'm all ears tonight, folks. I've seen the new pictures. You all are right on.
Too bad we can't get everybody else to believe that.
Lakeside, wonderful. So glad that you were able to join for your first live.
Cool.
My bad eye is bothering me tonight. Yeah. I slept another 2 hours this afternoon, so oh my gosh.
Oh, I slept 4 hours and missed my game. I fell asleep during the game.
Hey, what's going on? Oh, yeah. Well, it's just surprising. We've been so busy this week with all this, what we discovered.
Yes.
So you want to pull up that poster?
Yeah. What you got for us tonight, friends? Oh, we got some information. How you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. You got that right. How are you feeling today? I'm feeling a lot better today. Not working today and getting some sleep was the best medicine. All right, so we all know that the FBI has a wanted poster for BG. I noticed there's some changes to it. Let's take a look. So, murder, February 13th, 2017, Indiana. Description: approximately 18 to 40 years old, but may appear younger. Sex, male. Hair, reddish brown. Race, white. What's missing?
Of course, the weight's missing.
And the height.
Weight and the height is missing now.
What do people?
What happened?
What do you guys think of that?
So what happened to those details? They were there.
It's very interesting to keep on changing this poster here.
Yeah, the weight just got changed not too long ago to 200 pounds, and now weight and height are completely gone. So, not sure. Not sure at all. We'll have to wait and check in a couple of days and see if it changes again.
Changes again. Probably the age again.
Age or hair or something, but it keeps getting, this description area is getting shorter. It needs to get longer. So let's see what. Not very informative, Brett says. Yep.
Yeah.
Weight and height, ISP did this ages ago. Now, what do you mean, Diane? Because when I looked just like 2 days ago, the weight was at 200 pounds. Now, all of a sudden, the height and the weight are gone. TTM Fangirl says, interesting. Bruce, I'm wondering why myself. Why are they gone? Curly, yeah, if you want to lose weight fast, just walk across the Monon High Bridge, laughing out loud.
I've already made that comment a million times. You ain't going to get my old ass crossing that bridge.
Worldwide Crime says changes the poster are saying something. It stayed the same for so long. Yes.
Well, let's see. I'm looking at the Indiana.
Fig did a show on it.
Well, let's see here.
I don't know what the reason for it is.
Homicide.
Was this due to maintenance and they forgot to put it back? I'm not sure. And the billboard ads show the large pictures of Abby and Liberty and a small picture of Bridge Guy. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Damn, I could see tonight without my glasses. I don't know what's up with that.
More like crawl on that bridge. That thing is scary. That bridge is way too high and not the happy high either. Love it, Faye.
I told Randy the other day, I said, man, we'll have to put parachutes on that damn thing if me and him go on there.
Oh, yeah.
It's so whoever is arrested doesn't have to fit the earlier size weight parameters. Yep.
Well, yeah, he's probably.
And Sandy just commented, she said, your trio team is having Ellie scratching their heads now.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Clerical error. Haha. That's a good point, Lakeside. Yep.
Yeah, Faye. We're too old to be getting up there on that damn bridge.
Oh, yeah.
That's actually a great idea, parachutes. I'd pay money to see that one.
Get on the first step and like fall through it.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I would pay money to see that. So that's how I wanted to start out the show tonight. Just give you a little information about, hey, why did that change all of a sudden? What's up with that? So next, we're going to go into some pictures. So one thing I want to let you guys know is that the program that Frankmeister used for his photos is for Android. So my husband is working on getting it to where I can show my Android apps on here, but we were not able to do that so quickly tonight. He's going to do some work tonight and tomorrow on the computer so that I can share that app with you. But we are going to show the photos, and Frankmeister and Randy can explain what you're seeing. So I, as a girl, went shopping. Oops, wrong one.
She went shopping. I went
shopping and things exploded while I was shopping.
Uh-oh.
So I'm like, what happened? New pictures? What?
Yeah. That was surprising. Just before it got on to JK's program, and we had Susie come through to give us a new photo.
Hi, Vince.
It's surprising, too.
We're starting from the very first photo, Randy, and we're going to work our way to the ones where we ran them through the programs.
All right, gotcha.
Okay, so this is the first photo that Randy found. And we're like, there's a guy under there. People are like, there's no guy under there. I don't see a person. Well, I saw two people right off the bat. And the guys saw the one person. So that was the first picture. So if I can point to the correct picture, which I am, the cursor is now on his head. Come down. There's an arm. Leg. Okay, next picture.
Thanks, Faye. I appreciate the comment.
So next picture, which picture is this?
That is the picture that Randy ran through his program.
Yeah. That's right. So once again, you can clearly see head, arm,
his left leg, his left arm, and then
there's a person.
Yes.
No, person number 2.
And
right. Yeah.
And the hat's on top of the second person.
And he's got his back to us. He's wearing something blue.
Yeah.
And the blue hat too.
Yeah.
So, all right, let's go to picture 3. 1, 2, 3. So this was Frank's picture, correct?
I got to wait till it pops up on the TV.
Yeah, that's Frank's picture.
Okay.
Let's see. Yeah, that's when I got 10 different settings in my program, and I ran it through every setting, and that's just one of the settings. You can clearly see the guy sitting down with his arm across his face. We wasn't sure what he was doing, but Randy ended up having somebody message him and explain what he was doing. You could see his left leg with his arm laying over the top of it. And as you can see, this person is wearing shorts.
Mm-hmm.
And then if you're looking straight in front of the guy that's sitting down, there's a person standing right in front of him with his back to us.
Okay. So.
Right there where your cursor is where that person is standing.
1, 2, 3, 4. What is this a picture of?
That's another setting that I sent it in. I ran it through in my program. as soon as it pops up here. And it's more defined there.
Okay. So that's picture 4. Now, this is a picture that a viewer of ours sent in. This next one.
This viewer ran this picture through their program and got a closer look.
And how he's holding his hand close, and you see the binoculars right up against his face. He's looking southeast
toward the Weber property.
Yeah.
Because there was mention earlier that they believed that BG had a set of binoculars, but nothing ever came of it.
And there it is.
Yep. So now I'm going to stop sharing and let's go back through the comments here. Bruce, you won't catch me on that bridge. Jill, they can't pay me enough money to get on that bridge. I'm terrified of heights. August, only locals will be comfortable to cross that bridge.
The younger kids will.
Yeah, younger kids don't have no fear.
They go across.
Just stopping in to show support and love and let you all know we're all making a difference and every little bit counts, even if there's a disagreement. We all want justice. You got that right, Faye.
Mm-hmm.
And who's Lakeside? We don't know if that's DM, but I doubt it's DM because he was supposedly at the north end of the bridge standing there. And when he started walking back toward the Freedom Bridge parking lot, he ran into Libby's dad and said that there was 2 people under the bridge, but it was never confirmed or was never verified. So this is why we went through everything to see if there was anything missed. And this is what Randy found, and he ran it between me and Marv, and we collaborated on it, and this is what we came up with.
August says, you can almost count fingers on his left arm. Yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Sean, do you think the man got wet and he's taking off his pants? Anything is possible.
Anything's possible, especially he's wearing shorts and short sleeve shirts. And it was
warm that day, but I don't know if it was.
Well, if he's sitting there,
I would have worn shorts and a shirt, but I'm from Wisconsin, so.
Well, especially if wind's going underneath that bridge,
right?
Yeah,
it's like a wind tunnel.
Yeah.
It looks like the guy is smoking something, but not a cigarette.
Well, that area was known for drug activity under that bridge. So we really don't know.
Yep.
Yeah.
Good question. All right, let's see here. Gray even saw some rhino legs. Yep, he did. Not sure how, but okay.
It was the person standing in front of the right leg. That's the person he saw.
Oh, hat is turned backwards.
On which one? The second guy's wearing the hat forward.
Looks like he's holding a gun. Which guy, Sean?
I have to bring out the picture with those 2.
I saw it the first thing.
Huh?
I cannot see a second person. I'll point it out in just a minute. Boston says, Randy, I said maybe if it was a guy, looks like he has a black shirt holding to face.
No, it's binoculars. That's what he's holding.
Hi, Anon. How are you?
Time to hit the bowl, guys. Sorry.
But it could be binoculars.
Yes, Sean. The guy sitting down, he's wearing shorts. It's clear as day that he's wearing shorts because you can see where the shorts stop at his knees.
Yeah.
There you go. Curly JK. I watched that video you told me about, Marvelous, and you're right. Why didn't the 2 brothers go to the cemetery together? You are right when you said that in the video. Thank you. I'm glad you watched that. That's definitely educational.
Mm-hmm.
Marvin's seen face on this prick. Bruce or this pic. Sorry.
Is that photo LE displayed for seemingly no reason at the second year press conference? I don't know. It could be anyone, but it's definitely someone. That's right. Gray under the bridge with bare legs. He looks like he's wearing glasses. Marvin seen face on that pic. Yep. Clear as day, you're right. Can you link the video Curly watched? Yeah. Actually, let me share your screen. Share my screen. If you go to the Marvelous Investigates page on YouTube, click on the butterfly and then go under videos. It is video for Outside the Box Part 2. So there's a video that we watched that I showed, that I made, and then we also did a live stream question and answer about it.
Hey, Boston, can you elaborate what you mean? Are you sure it's not Destruct Jeans?
Boston, it's shorts.
Yes, Melissa. The detective called me Thursday morning and said he needs me to send the photos to him immediately.
All right. Yes, we have. There was a lot of important information talked about in that video. And you were right about the two brothers, and Frank was right, and so was Randy. So much important information in that video, yes. Judy, I would love to know what Ellie thinks about that picture. Oh, I would love to be a fly on the wall so I could hear what they're saying.
Oh, yeah.
How the hell did we miss this 5 years ago?
Yeah. See, those
Can
two
you
would have
play
been,
it for us now?
those two would have been gone before law enforcement showed up.
Or any search party.
Yeah.
Okay, so see, Boston's seeing the same thing I did. The jeans full of holes at knees.
No,
But
that's a whole,
Randy and Frank see shorts.
Like
whole
the style today, people wear ripped jeans and all that stuff. Is that what he's meaning?
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's a shorts. You can see a whole knee and leg. In the boot he's wearing.
And the second person that's got his back to him, if you look closely enough, you can actually see the belt he's wearing on his pants.
All right. Oops, let's... Hi, Christy. How are you? Thanks for joining us.
Go to the one, another picture. It's more defined on.
Yeah, that's a little better. Yeah, that's his knee and leg and boot, and he's wearing shorts. And they're not yelling or fighting underneath that bridge.
Is he wearing Daisy Dukes, Bruce? Really, dude?
Do you think the guy in the shorts has a hat on or white hair? We're not sure.
Right.
We can't tell.
I mean, there's a white spot here, so I'm not sure what.
That could be
that
the
is
sun
supposed to-
reflection. That could be a
Yeah.
reflection of the sun off his head.
Off of his forehead. I feel a real tweaker vibe. Chilling under the bridge, exploring on a warm day, getting seen by Libby and Abby, or targeting them in the first place. You sure they're not dairy boots?
No, that's not dairy boots.
Randy, if these guys are connected to the murders, which way do you think they would leave from that area to avoid being seen?
I don't know. You would have to ask. Cheyenne would have saw him if she was on top of the bridge, and they would have left, or they waited to Cheyenne leave. I would think they wait before she leaves, or leave before anybody else shows up.
They are more than likely being extremely quiet. Probably if they didn't want her to know that they were there.
Yeah.
Unless they didn't know she was up there.
I would think that they would know she was up there, but
And I would think so too. And
maybe they call him Bright Eye because the sun shines through the back of his head. Curly says, perfect answer, Randy. So yeah, we wanted to come on and show you guys the pictures. I wish I could have brought the actual application that Frank used to get these. Hopefully in the next couple of days, my husband can fix that for me and I can get it on here and we can show you how he did it.
Yeah, that is true, Sean. They could have waited for Cheyenne to go to the very end of the bridge before they decided to get out of there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Charles, I just got here. Start all over, please. All right. Let me show you the pictures, Charles. So the first picture we showed was the original one that Randy found.
Before you go any further, hold on. Somebody said, "Hey, worldwide crime." We basically did the same thing that everybody else did when they did the BG thing. We could not get a clear picture of the person's face. All we were able to do was basically blow it up enough to show that there was somebody under there.
What are you asking here, Bruce? Randy, what time was picture taken? So this picture we figure was taken anywhere between, like, let's see, Cheyenne says she arrived at 2:50. So
2:45. Cheyenne arrived at start walking about 2:45 from where she parked. And
so 2:45. So she would have arrived at the bridge about 3. Mm-hmm. So that picture was probably taken anywhere between 3 and 3:30. Maybe even a little later, depending on how quickly she crossed.
She took 2 pictures that we found, and the first one we found is where she's standing on the south end of the bridge, but she's actually standing to the west of the bridge, and took a picture of the actual tree that BG had been passing when the video was taken, what Libby did. And I have that picture, and it does have a timestamp on it for February 13th, 2017, and the timestamp said 3:49 p.m., which means that's the time that she uploaded her photos to whatever site she's uploaded them to.
Anna says if there are 2 people, they can leave the area in 2 different directions and create even more confusion. Yes.
Correct.
Mm-hmm.
Has anyone messaged Cheyenne to see if she sees anyone in her photo?
Nope, that is not our job to do that.
Mm-hmm.
Cheyenne's been...
Go ahead.
Cheyenne's been hassled quite a bit. So I would rather just leave her alone and let law enforcement look into it.
I see what you're saying, worldwide crime. Yes, I researched that, and it is a double exposure. And a lot of people don't understand what a double exposure is, and I have to explain it to you guys real quick. What a double exposure is say, for instance, remember the old disposable cameras you can buy and take pictures, and you just take them in, and they develop the pictures and throw the camera away? Well, every time that you take a picture, you have to rewind to the next frame. Okay, well, if she was using a professional camera, sometimes when you take a picture, it doesn't advance to the next frame. It could be a glitch or whatever, and it's stuck on the same frame that she just took a picture of, and another picture got taken over that.
Mm-hmm.
So the picture of the woman's face was, I believe, was a picture before, and then when she used her camera, it didn't advance to the next frame. So the picture of the bridge was taken on top of that picture of the woman's face.
Yeah, and that's why you see that woman's face behind the second guy. Look, he's behind on the ground type deal. Look.
I heard that some of Libby and Abby's friends from school was at the bridge that day. Is this true or another rumor? We do not know for a fact if that's true or not.
Charles, as far as we know, Cheyenne was a amateur photographer, so we believe that she was using a professional camera.
Sandy says, so the guy with the binoculars is looking towards the northeast, right?
No,
southeast.
Southeast.
We're
toward Ron Logan's property.
We're half of Kay Weber's property in where they cross the creek.
Worldwide Crime says, no, I meant the face, the double exposure.
That's what I just explained to her.
Okay.
See, she says it looks like the woman's dead to her, too.
Uploaded means it would be a digital camera rather than film developed, right?
Because the new cameras these days have SIM cards in them. And all they have to do is take the SIM card and insert it into a laptop or whatever to upload photos.
Yeah.
Jumping Jack Flash, that's what we're going to find out on the 26th, because we're going to the bridge and we're going to try to see if we're standing where Cheyenne was, if you could see somebody there. Who takes a picture with a camera anymore? There's actually a lot of people that have the fancy cameras that still use them versus their phone.
Cheyenne gave these pictures to her aunt, and her aunt gave them to the police. That's what I understand from her aunt.
Yes, you can double expose a digital photo. Anytime you use a regular camera, there's always a possibility of a double exposure.
Kelsey said there were 10 or more people around her age, college, at the parking area when she dropped off the girls.
But where are all these people at? That's the question.
Right.
It sure wasn't there when Living in Abbey was the guys falling.
Ooh, yeah. Jumpin' Jack Flash says, I'll be there Saturday. Cool.
All right.
Who's going to be the one standing on the ledge? It sure in the hell's ain't going to be me.
We're gonna try. We're gonna try to get one of the boys to do it.
I'll be sitting in my chair watching all this being done.
I would like to try to recreate somebody sitting under the bridge and somebody being where Cheyenne was and take a picture. If I can make it up there that day.
Sean says, I still use a regular digital camera. Love the telephoto feature. Yep. I don't know why no one saw the girls that day. Yeah, so would I.
Yeah.
Brett's coming on the 26th. If I have to go across the bridge to get to that spot, I will. All right, Brett.
All right, Brett.
In her last interviews, Kelsey actually said about 20 to 25 people her age was there, in my personal opinion. I find that hard to believe. Especially since none of them saw the girls. Were they all just hanging around in the parking lot or by the drop-off point or what? Is this the photo Ellie had on stage when they unveiled the young BG photo?
No,
no.
They didn't have that.
That photo came from people giving descriptions, and they made that up to try to make. See, the first photo that was released was the first sketch that people gave their opinion of, and then they come up with a second sketch, basically saying if you take the first sketch and the second sketch, put them together, and you will have somebody in between. Basically, is what they're saying.
Right. Andrea says, I take pics with a professional digital camera, and I've never had a picture be double exposed.
Well, this is, you can tell it. Why would this face
appear like that?
Appear. Actually, if you look at this photo right now, you can see, if you kept on looking at it, you can see where the outline of that woman is.
Mm-hmm.
If you could take your cursor, Marv, and put it right on that face with that picture up.
Down. Go down.
All the way down. On the ass end of the dude standing up.
You got that one there.
Now go to your left.
Yeah, she's there. She's
okay.
Right there. That's where the dead lady is. Face. So the IPS is Indiana State Police is going to love that photo.
Yeah.
Who's this now?
Curly says, I did that. I combined both sketches and posted a video of it on my new YouTube channel. I also did one on Shane Evans. It matched up perfectly. And I did PB as well.
Hey, Curly, we're not going to mention no names or no initials on this channel.
Well, we have. That's the worst part.
We're trying to go away from that because it can come back on us. We don't need to be sued for defamation of character. That's the whole point.
Do a lot of people go down to the river and hang out down there? Well, we know people go fishing down there.
Mm-hmm. They go fishing.
And then under the north end of the bridge, there was always talk about how people used to go down underneath the north end of the bridge and party all the time also.
Mm-hmm. Or is it mostly just to be on top of the bridge?
Right now, a lot of them, like Libby, love to walk on that bridge. So I think that's their adventures of walking on top of the bridge.
Yeah. JN says, could it be possible the guy is holding his arm over his face, covering his face from camera if he's seen her at the bridge taking a pic?
No, he's using his binoculars to look over southeast side of Kate Weber's property.
Oh, this is interesting. Yeah, I saw the north end of the bridge. That guy went down there and there was a tent down there. Wow. Are there any homeless people living down there?
No.
Yeah, Brett, yes. They used to pan for gold in Deer Creek. We did a video on that.
I heard that people cook meth under the bridge. Is that true?
Honestly, I couldn't say. I don't see how they could cook.
They would go to probably the bottom of the creek. There's this spot at the bottom of the creek of the trail that they could cook there because there's a little cement outline, brick outline. You can cook there. There was a lot of fire cooking there. And that's where they could hide during the nighttime if they needed to.
Let's see. Ellie had a plain picture of the bridge displayed on the easel at the same time they unveiled. I know what you're talking about. I would have to compare the two pictures. I don't know if they're the same.
Hey, Gizmatic, how you doing?
I heard that okay, we did that. Old guy sketch has his head covered and we have no idea about his hair. Would be interesting to Photoshop some hairstyles, receding hair. Yes, there is gold in Deer Creek.
Like I said, we did a video on that. It was the very first outside of the box video we did when I started doing the history of Delphi. That's when we brought it up.
So we don't actually know who owns Logan's property right now. We don't know if it's the bank or
His
son.
kid, right?
We're waiting to hear details on what's happening with that. In the picture, there looks like the sun is out.
Yeah, it was sunny that day.
It was. There was no clouds in the sky until later on. At this point, she got at the bridge at 3 o'clock. So she could have took that picture at 3 o'clock or 3:15 to get where she needs to take that north end of that bridge photo. She was standing on the second platform.
Mm-hmm.
And you got to realize the sun sets in the west. So if the sun's shining from the west, it's shining right down on these guys.
Yeah.
Could Ellie have been sending a message that they knew BG was under that bridge? I don't think anybody thought of that until we found this picture.
Yep.
So now we got to go back and look at that photo that was in the press conference.
And they were surprised, it seems like.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, we'll do that. Me and Randy will do that. Take that picture of bridge guy on the bridge and see if we can expand it out and look under there and see if we can see anybody under there. We'll have to do that, Randy.
I've been trying to find a good picture of the different time on that day to see who was there, and if these two were still down there at a certain time, then they were there all day.
And Judy says it's so odd how all these people just disappeared while Libby and Abby crossed the bridge.
Yeah, that's just weird.
Yes.
And another thing that's so weird is everybody's lawyered up.
Mm-hmm.
And digital, it's not a rumor. We know that there was a reverse mortgage for Ron Logan. Sunny and warm, but the water was still very cold.
Oh, yeah. And that's why we believe that guy with shorts changed clothes. Because if he was, he'd be the one in the blue jeans.
I can't believe the Sun have been worked in the position where they would have been light.
Yeah, everybody, don't forget to spring forward your clocks 1 hour tonight.
Oh, no.
I already did that. What about it? I wanted to make sure I was doing the right way instead of 2 hours.
There's a YouTube channel I saw a few months ago. They were at Deer Creek panning for gold.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's quite a bit of them.
It's a group of people who pan gold down there. Now, and like I said, if McCain's got a hold of that land, they probably dig up that
gravel pit.
Gravel pit, yeah.
Digital says, see, that's why I'm here, because you know this stuff. Well, thank you for being here.
Ron Logan's property is a gold mine, basically. Because people, you got to remember, that's where the early settlers moved in through, is right through his property. And Bomb's Landing right there on wherever Bomb's Landing is. It's all
like Pizza Hut.
Yeah, on the west side of the bridge, around the corner.
Yeah, it's only 1.14 miles away.
Right.
Yeah, where the Pizza Hut is.
Jumpin' Jack Flash, I believe it. Interesting. Here in the West, gold is said to wash down from the mountains. Can plot where to search by mountain geology. Oh, that's interesting.
Mm.
Like you said, Christy, there wasn't that many people there that day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because you can tell in Libby's photo that where are they? Where's these people supposed to be there?
Yeah.
Especially the one she took of Abby. You don't see anybody around.
No, especially on the
Right.
south side of the bridge she took too. It's like, where is these people?
All right. So here's another photo. This is number 2. So I'm just kind of going through the photos again in case anybody who's come in didn't see them.
This is a photo of Randy ran through his program.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And you can see the face. And that's why it's double exposure.
Yes, and when I tipped this upside down, it gave me the chills when I saw that. Picture number 3.
That's the one I ran through one of my programs.
Yep. And then picture 4.
There, that's the best picture of clearly see a guy sitting down, and you can clearly see somebody standing in front of him with his back to us. And if
Yeah.
you look down on the guy that's standing up, look where his ass is. You can see the double exposure face.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because there should be no reason why a face is showing up there.
Yeah.
And the only explanation, it has to be a double exposure.
And then we have the photo that one of our subscribers sent in showing that what they think is binoculars up to his face.
How he's holding his hands. You can see he's holding with one hand.
Marv, take your cursor and put it on where you believe the binoculars are.
Right there. And he's holding them right up against his eyes. And that's where his eyes are.
And then, like I said, the other thing we showed at the beginning was the FBI poster for the murderer. And for those that weren't here right at the beginning, as you can see, the description area on that poster in the last 24 hours has gotten smaller. The height and the weight is now gone.
Digital made a good comment. He sees the belt on the guy standing up. Says, wonder what the belt is holding up. Not his pants. Maybe a fanny pack or holster.
That could be. So that's why we're figuring these two are linked to the case somehow.
So Diane says, my grandmother had a reverse mortgage. When she died, it went to the company, so the family didn't have to pay back the money. The company sold her house and 1 acre plot the house was on.
But see, the problem we have, we don't know if the actual property or just the house was on the reverse mortgage. Because Ron Logan bought the property from his ex-wife in 1974. So we don't know if that was put on the reverse mortgage or not.
Yeah. Yes, worldwide crime. I had to turn it upside down. I had to put the picture on my phone and turn it upside down. Then I could see it. And you're right. Then you can't unsee it. Thank you to my moderator, Lynn. She does a fantastic job for us. Ellie went to the schools the next day. Hot evidence from the kids' phones. talked to ones there, told them not to tell what they did or didn't see that day. We won't know about witnesses until trial. I agree.
Mm-hmm.
Charles says, somebody look up and find out what time the sun set that day.
Who said that, Charles?
Yeah. On another channel, I mentioned that, but it's not quite that way. Kelsey deleted apps on her phone, or maybe from Libby's phone prior to the crime. Either way, it's fishy. Your sister is missing and found murdered, and you reset and delete everything off the phone. That's very odd. Well, the way I heard it is that things were deleted afterwards, not before. The only thing that I heard that was done to Libby's phone beforehand was it was factory reset. You have to remember, afterwards, Kelsey could have gotten on the computer because she had all of Libby's logins and stuff and all of her passwords, and she could have done stuff there. But Becky Patty also stated that whatever she deleted, she had given to law enforcement.
Charles, the sun set on that day at 6:20 p.m.
Okay. Binoculars would make a lot of sense if more than one was coordinating movements. Ellie seems open to more than one man being involved. Yes, I would have to agree with that. There's way too much sun in that picture.
Oh yeah, it's through there. It's very sunny. They get a lot of sun through that valley area right there.
I would love to metal detect the whole area, but I'm not going alone. My nads aren't as bulky as they used to be.
Andrea came up. The dilatory only happens on a digital camera when you have it set up that way, or on your camera, or it can be Photoshop on a transparent image.
Bruce, I'm not sure. I'm hoping so. I hope every day that this case comes to a close and that BG is caught. And one of these days that's going to happen and it's going to be true.
Yeah.
But like I talked to Curly JK this morning, and I said, you know, the day the BG is caught, we're all going to celebrate. But it's not over then. You have delays and everything else before a case, and it could be years before a case is brought to trial. So, and that's when the real pain for the family is gonna start, is because things are gonna start getting leaked out about details and stuff, and that is when they're gonna need us the most. That's when they're gonna need our support the most.
Mm-hmm. Find out how they did it and what was the reason.
Right. Lots of times in rural areas, a certain amount of acreage has to go with a house.
I see your question, Cindy. And typically with a case like that, if you turn in a tip, they're not going to call you back with any information.
No. Hey, Health Inspector, how you doing?
Yes, Diane, I believe you're right. Miss Patty said the phone was reset by Libby's Aunt Tara about a week before. I think Kelsey says what she is told to say. She isn't a good actress, and some of it sounds odd. Ellie decides what she should say.
Somebody just made a comment about the shack. The way I look at the shack is basically like a church, okay? And if a person has religion and something happens to their daughter, they get all this rage because nothing's been done to find or the killer or anything. So the person's rage was let loose outside somewhere. It's hard to explain about the shack. You really have to watch the movie to understand it.
Yeah.
All the details, the poor families, yes. Wouldn't the river be moving that time of year with snow melt?
It was all, we had a lot of snow. And the water was high in some areas. There was no snow in the river, in the creek, but it was high.
Yep.
Charles, we believe there was more than one person involved.
Yeah.
Anna says, I'd love to walk the trail area, but I do everything alone with my dog and don't think I would feel safe. Wouldn't
Brett,
go on the bridge.
Brett, I'm tending to believe I understand what you're saying. I that's what I think too, that these people were lookouts.
Oh yeah. They can see anything underneath the bridge across the way.
No, there was no stuffed animal at the crime scene.
No. No animals or anything.
Yes, the family is going to see graphic pictures and hear graphic information during the trial, and they are going to need all of us to be strong for them. Yes. I believe it was more than one person. And Brett says, I'm telling you all, I think the people under the bridge are the eyes and ears for the killer. They were in the most perfect position to see and hear people coming, plus nobody could see them.
I tend to agree with that.
Yeah.
Yep. We answered that one. I wish I could see it. I'm on a cell and can't see anything.
Andrew, Randy and I had gone back and pulled as much information, pictures, news conferences, interviews, what we could, and he came across the 2 pictures of Cheyenne that took to the bridge, and he sent them to me, and me and him started scanning the creek just to see if we could find the clothing that they were talking about that was found under the bridge.
Mm-hmm.
And Randy just happened to scan out more and was looking in another area, and it just popped up right there in front of his face. There was somebody under the bridge.
Will the trial be televised due to the high-profile case? I have no idea.
I don't think Indiana does that.
No. I can see the guy trying to go do the court hearing in a different county.
Yeah. That's why the BG was so comfortable. Grizz, yeah. What would be their motive to look out for him?
Well, I don't know at this point. Anything. If the killer might have to divert a different way on the girls instead of going where they were going, get them go someplace else. Because you never know who when somebody's going to come down that private drive.
Right. And that's another question. If Cheyenne was on that bridge where she was located around 3 o'clock, she would have seen somebody driving up that private drive. And that's a question that I am skeptical about. Why did Cheyenne did not see this person driving up the private drive?
Right.
Yes, Grizz, I believe it was all planned out too.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yes, Brett, that courtroom will be packed.
Oh, I wish I knew when this was going to happen so I would save up vacation time for that.
Those courtrooms are not very big, so
it was impulsive.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Getting to watch the murders cause their sickos. That's their motive. People like that get pleasure out of stuff like that.
Yeah, Cheyenne did say, she said that she knew a couple that was there, but nothing else was ever said about it, Lakeside.
Yeah.
Back to photography, I think Robert Ives made an extremely important point when he said there are unusual physical aspects of the crime scene that you would take pictures of. That was from Dr. Oz on 3 of 2021. I'll have to go back and listen to that one. Man on bridge looks to have headset. Guy under bridge talking to him. Maybe.
Boston, she would still hear a vehicle riding up the private drive, even if the private drive was behind her.
Jumpin' Jack Flash, I'd have to go back and look at the articles to see if it was Delphi UMC or not. So were the guys under the bridge at the end where the killer said down the hill?
No, opposite end. They were under the north end of the bridge. Where Cheyenne is standing, she's about 400 some feet in the middle of the bridge facing the north end taking pictures.
Charles says yes, but he showed a gun. He knew he could just walk away if needed. Where I live, they closed the courtroom to everyone except press for high-profile cases.
They do that here in Indiana. There's no cameras allowed in the courtrooms.
Yeah.
I thought private drive was behind her.
The private drive is over underneath the bridge on the south side. You can see heading toward their property to the house and coming from where they enter.
Yeah. So whatever the motive, it's a huge leap from dirty stuff online to double homicide in broad daylight in a fairly public place. There will be media from all over the world packed outside that courtroom. You got that right.
Mm-hmm.
Kelsey did not delete anything from Libby, her own phone, or only after giving to law enforcement. After OK by LE, Kelsey removed geocache from her own phone.
Interesting about the geocache, huh?
Yeah. Jumpin' Jack Flash. It was said when Carter and Kelsey were talking about the shack. I think it might be easy to research. It may even have been said by LE. Very convenient that a photographer comfortable taking photos of corpse was there, just saying. Yeah. Worldwide crime. Do you think any of the guys under the bridge were the man who talked to a lady and he said he was broke down waiting for his father? Could be. Anything's possible. Why target young girls?
That's a good question.
Did Cheyenne see the people under the bridge? We don't think so, but we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
Okay, but winds at 9 to 10 miles per hour up on bridge, winds stronger, plus sound of river flowing.
Everybody give us a thumbs up like on the channel, please, if you don't mind.
So the walk from Freedom Bridge to the Monon High Bridge is about a mile. Yes. At our pace, that we walk with Randy and everything, what do you think, Randy? It probably takes us about 15,
15
20
minutes.
minutes to
About
get there because we stop and talk and,
so
and
about
show different areas.
say about 20, 22 minutes at the
Yeah.
most.
Health inspector Cheyenne was taking photos looking north.
Okay.
She was looking north when she was taking the photos.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Once Libby's phone was recovered by Ellie, they would have had complete control over all contents. Yes. And you got to remember that if Kelsey did delete something off of Libby's account, the police can get a hold of what they deleted by going to the company and asking them to get it off their servers. So it's not like that information was lost. And I think the motive was a bunch of very influential, connected people were going to be caught, and they messed with the wrong girl. Libby was going to report what they were doing. Okay. How could you not see somebody under the bridge? Charles, the distance that Cheyenne was compared to where these people were sitting, and if you're taking photos, you're not necessarily looking in that one spot. So she may not have seen them there when she was taking the photos.
Mm-hmm.
Grizz says, I'm going to share something with you guys later. Okay, perfect. Is the driveway stone or concrete blacktop
Gravel.
with stone?
It's gravel.
It's gravel, yeah. You would hear somebody coming up or down it.
Yep. You, especially being gravel, yeah.
Is it louder when standing up on the bridge? No, actually, it's not.
Mm-mm.
When you're standing on the bridge, it's quiet and peaceful.
Yeah.
So Lindsay says, if you would like to donate to the channel, please use the PayPal link for Marvelous Investigates. Thank you. I have decided the past couple days to put this out there. We are going to use whatever money is donated. Where, I'm taking out the money for StreamYard and stuff to recoup my costs for the programs I pay for every month. But after that, all donations are first going to go to building the new memorial at the site on the trail. And then after that, we are going to start donating to different organizations each month, and I'll make sure that you see that money has been donated. So,
Hey, I'm getting ready to send a photo to your messenger.
okay.
I ran a picture of BG through my programs. He is not wearing a hat. He is wearing a hooded sweatshirt, and the hood is pulled up over his head.
Okay.
Give me just a second here, so you can put
So
that
we
up
just
there.
wanted to let you know that I have some different organizations that I want to help, different families that I want to help. So a lot of this money that we make off of this channel is going to go to other people and go for good. So Teresa Falk says, good job, you guys, for keeping this going until they find the killer. Well, thank you. We're going to keep it out there until BG is caught.
All right, check your messenger. See, it's a hooded sweatshirt.
It looks like a hat, but when you when you can actually zoom in on this picture, you can see that it's a hoodie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Psychos have no fear. You got that right.
Oh yeah.
I don't see anyone else doing what you guys are doing. Right now we're thinking outside the box and looking at everything that's been out there starting from the beginning, and we're going to just keep doing that until we can find little things that have been missed or make the timeline make sense or something like that. That matches up, Frank, with other witnesses saying they seen 2 teenage boys following behind Abby and Libby that day. Yep. When did y'all
of
going to
fact,
that bridge?
I've got a photo. Hold on. I believe I've got a photo. Let me make sure I still have it.
Charles will be on that bridge on the 26th of this month.
At 1 p.m.
Yep.
I had a split photo. I'm trying to find it.
Yeah, and you got to remember, you're right, Lakeside. If Cheyenne did see people under the bridge, she probably didn't think anything of it. She didn't find out that the girls were missing until after she left that area.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what happened to that split picture I had. Let's see.
In my opinion, the bridge guy has a larger than average nose. His face is bent too far forward to see much, but I think his nose is large.
Well, technically, his nose is not large. So he doesn't have... That's a false rumor. It's
Ooh.
not a large nose.
Yes, Curly, we heard that too. That's the end of the bridge the Wild Boys climbed down, found a hammer, very steep. Yes, that is the you are exactly right. Man, if only he wasn't looking down. I agree.
That was intentional, we believe.
Yeah. He knew the girls... Libby had the phone, so he was watching on the north end, far of the back, so he couldn't get a photo of them.
Oh, Carla, thank you so much. She says you all doing great. So glad to see you care so much for the girls. Thanks for all you do. Thumbs up, everyone. It helps the channel. That it does. And I appreciate everyone who has hit the thumbs up and subscribed. Bridge Guy's nose isn't fat and wide. It's actually pointy. Christy Lynn says, thank you guys for keeping the girl's name out there. Absolutely. Great positive show tonight. Yes. That's how we want to keep things. And like I said, we're going to continue to dig and look to see what we can find, and we'll go from there.
You got to remember, guys, the apps that we have out here on the streets are nothing compared to what the FBI can do with the photos we sent to them.
Oh, absolutely.
We can only do so much.
Do you think these are men who have already been identified as being there, but lied about being under the bridge? These photos will probably not identify unknowns. No, the photos won't identify anybody unknown, but you are exactly right about if somebody lied about being under that bridge, they can use this. That's true, buddy. Well, guys, we're going to wrap it up for tonight.
We didn't want to stay on long tonight because we haven't been getting a lot of rest at all because we've been working this 12 hours a day. And
oh yeah, I know I didn't go to bed till almost 2:30, 3 o'clock last night, so that's why I slept a little bit more today.
Yeah, it was 3 o'clock for me last night also.
But we promise we'll keep digging and bring you whatever information we find. You know, we're not just going with the status quo of what's being talked about now. We're just trying to go back and find any information that can help law enforcement.
Another thing is that Marvelin's working on a video.
Yes.
If you want to tell them about that.
Yes. So my daughter a couple months ago was catfished by a gentleman, and I am doing a educational video about catfishing, and I'm actually going to show you the conversation that she had with this person, so that you can see for yourself what happens in these situations and how far it can go, how quickly these people attack these kids. And then I have information of how you can talk to your kids, how to help set up their Facebook accounts, all kinds of stuff. So that is going to be done tomorrow, and I should be able to get that uploaded. That's a larger video, so it's going to take me a little bit to upload it. So I'm hoping by Tuesday that will be out and on the internet for everyone to see.
And me and Randy are working on part 3 of Outside the Box, in which we are going to be discussing the whole property area of the location where the girls were located. So that's going to take us a little bit because we still got to get our stuff together and discuss on what we're going to talk about. And then once we're done with that, we're going to give it to Marv and let her do her magic.
Can't leave until we get 70 likes. Come on. Let's get those 70 likes for today.
You're going to hear me snore here in a minute.
Thank you for all you do, Brett says. I enjoy your lives. So glad that you joined us, Brett. We love each and every one of you that come here and participate in our lives. I know some of them can get hectic and in the chat, but we're a growing channel, and we appreciate everyone who's joined the Facebook group and subscribed, for any donations that may have come in tonight. We appreciate you for that. So just keep let the word out about our show, and so we can all-nighter. I don't think so, Charles.
Oh, not tonight.
So that we can keep growing.
We've been almost all week, middle of the night.
We've been called in on other channels to be on their panels.
All right. We made 73 likes.
All right, guys. Appreciate that.
Have you ever seen Catfish the movie? It's a great movie. Must see. No, I haven't. But that is on my list to watch.
Thank you, Lynn. I like that.
JK, really? I can only see 58. Will Frank read a bedtime story with those pipes?
All my kids are grown. That's over with.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I was wrong. I made a mistake. That's okay. But thank you all for joining us. This next week is going to be a bit hectic. Actually, the next 2 weeks are going to be a bit hectic. But we'll try to figure out a schedule for at least a couple days during the week. And then, like I said, the catfishing video is going to come out. Outside the Box, we'll definitely be doing that here shortly. And then I still want to profile the D-mill case for you guys. So,
hey, August, I can't stand that sativa. I love the indica.
Oh.
I like the headbanger, dude. I don't like that body stuff.
So, all right, everybody. Good night. Thank you
Good
so
night,
much
y'all.
for joining us.
Thanks for coming and seeing us.
Have a good night.
Good night.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.